Good morning. It is Sunday, June 23rd. Got up this morning, pulled some things together so that I'd be able to do a little video game recording before church. I had about an hour's worth of time, so I could get like 2 episodes recorded. I now have a half hour's time, and I'm still trying to launch Diablo II. It had an issue, and so eventually, I restarted the computer and pulled everything back up. And so now I'm trying again, and it's doing the same thing. And it's showing here the CPU usage is capped out. And that is basically all from the run DLL32.exe that launches when I try to run the game. I can hear the fan whirring up, trying to go, and okay, it's been 4 or 5 minutes. Launch the game, please. I am hoping that I get to record some video game this morning or today, but I am concerned. So obviously I couldn't look anything up on the computer. It's busy. The CPU was full. So I grabbed my phone and tried and figure out a solution. I found one, and it was stupid. The answer was launch the game again while it was still trying to launch it. In other words, while the CPU was working full, tell it to do more, tell it to relaunch the game, and then just go close out that run DLL file. And it worked. So I will try to remember that. But I have time to at least record an episode, so I'll do that. And I did get an episode of Diablo II recorded. Basically, just got moving from Act 2 to Act 3, and I didn't get far, didn't get much, but it's something. And hopefully, I'll get to record more later today to push further ahead, because I've not recorded in like a month. But for right now, headed to church. Stories of what they think you're like, but I heard the tender whisper of love in the dead of night. Tell me that you're pleased that I'm never alone.
Why what I'm about to say is true, but it just seems to me to be true. When there's Bible schools across the United States and across America, it seems like just a common theme is always faith. You go to this school, you learn faith. Faith. And praise God, we can't please God outside of faith. Faith is essential. It's part of our core and our DNA. But as I read the Bible, like in say 1 Corinthians 13, it says all these three things are really important. Faith, hope, and love. I'm still waiting for the Bible school. All you go there is just learn about the love of God. But it's always faith. So anyway, everybody has their thing that a church is known for, or a school is known for, or people. And the Bible says the greatest of these is love. Amen. It just described Jesus. Everything he did was based from love, out of love. People, when they encountered him, they felt love. And you think, well, what does that look like at times? And what I always feel when I meet certain people, and you look at them, and you think, I love the aspect, the action of love, when it's expressed in kindness. And you meet someone, and you walk away and you say, what was that person like, that man or woman? They're just so kind. And when I think of Jesus, obviously he was loving and he was gracious and he was powerful and a miracle worker. But when you encountered Jesus, you encountered the kindness of heaven. It didn't make any difference if you were a sinner. You had a horrible lifestyle. You had the most horrible problems. Nobody would talk to you. You were a pariah in life. When you encountered Jesus, you encountered the kindness of heaven. And occasionally the question will come, what kind of quality, what characteristics should we be looking for in a spouse? And the very first thing I tell them, marry somebody that's kind. They're just kind. And for me, so many things emanate from that and spring from kindness. It touches my heart every time. And I think of Jesus, and I'm still trying to find the section, the passage of Scripture in the New Testament where Jesus interviewed somebody to see whether they were worthy of his blessing, whether they're worthy of his healing. It never happens in the New Testament. Okay, here's an illustration. It's a bad one, but I'm sorry. And this is not a trick question. Many people, everybody say many.
Many.
Did I say all people? No. I said many people. In Christmas time, there'll be this little dude who goes to the shopping malls. And he's in a red suit, and he has a little hat, and he has little antler creatures with him. And people, just out of kindness, and many times grandparents, will take their kids or their grandkids to the mall to visit this little dude in a red suit with a beard. And his name is Santa. This is not the sermon this morning, don't freak out. But when people, parents, moms and dads, take their kids to Santa, and Santa is there, and the kids sit on their lap, Santa always asks 3 questions. This is not a trick. 3 questions Santa will ask every single kid. The first one is, what's your name? The second question is, what do you want? And the third question is, have you been good? Have you been naughty or nice? And you know the story. If you've been naughty, you get cold. So when kids are learning at this young age, this performance thing, I want to get good stuff, so they lie. I mean, I did. No, I mean I did. I don't mean they did. Your kids, grandkids would never lie. But you sit on his lap and, what's your name? Bobby? Tommy? Tommy? What do you want? A bike? Have you been good? Because if you've been good, you get rewarded. If you've been naughty, you lose. Cold. Sorry. And you take your sister's stuff. It's just the way it works. And then life, so often, that thought, that view, that understanding of life is, if I do good, I get rewarded. If I do bad, I suffer consequences. I lose. Sorry, spit on your suit. So I'll skip that. If you do great at work, if you're a salesperson, you get bonuses, you get sales. If most jobs, if you continue to show yourself a good stewardship and responsible, you get a promotion. You're rewarded for your actions. But when I read the New Testament, when I read about Jesus, I'm yet to find a person who's sick, who came to Jesus, and Jesus said, What's your name? Bobby. What do you want? A healing. Have you been naughty or nice? Never in the Bible, ever, as I look through Jesus, Amen. He blessed everybody. No questionnaire, no naughty or nice, no good enough. Have you gone to the synagogue? Have you given money? Are you nice to your mommy and daddy? Anybody comes to Jesus, the reward is himself. My kindness is going to be given to you. No pass fail. Thank you. It's just kindness. You could be a prostitute. I'm not encouraging that. I'm talking about the Bible. You could be a prostitute, a drug dealer, a murderer. Moses was a murderer. David, a murderer. And the kindness of God is given out, dispensed to people, regardless of their grade on the test of life. You come to Jesus, you get kindness. You get healing. You get mercy. So different than our society. So different than maybe the way you or I were raised. It's the kindness of heaven. The kindness of Jesus. And when he came, it so bothered the religious system. Jesus, you can't do that. If Jesus were truly a prophet, he would know what type of person this really is. Jesus can't be real. That's what the religious people thought. Because if you knew that person was a prostitute, a sinner, a horrible person, a tax collector, a cheat, he wouldn't be treating like that. He said, no, 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 no. Kindness of heaven, regardless of your scorecard. I'm here to love you, to bless you. I'm going to accept you. And through acceptance, change will come. But my freedom, my blessing, my life, my healing, it's without cost. It's free.
And so today's message was on kindness, and just with all the kindness God has shown in my life, the need to just show kindness to others, to express it to others, to pay it forward, and just growing in that. And now, afterwards, talking to Mom, trying to figure out where we're going to go out to eat. And sounds like we're going to Chipotle. Because David and Lindsay walked over and said, "Want to go to Chipotle with us?" And we're like, sure. We weren't figuring out anything else. So that should be good. It's always good.
He just stayed home and slept. And so he's just like, too tired.
And that was fun. Spent like 2 hours. I was there with Mom and David and Lindsay, and like probably over the course of us being there, like 10 more people from our church showed up at different points. So it was fun. Had to hang out and talk to people for hours. Now, Mom's got to go do some shopping, and I'll probably go with her when she goes to the market, because we'll be getting stuff like for going off on, headed out to the lake tomorrow. But she wants to go to Kohl's first, so she's gonna be there a couple hours, she said. I was like, okay, I'll go home. I'll try and get a couple episodes of Diablo II recorded, and then I'll go with her after that. She has plenty of time to shop at Kohl's. So that's basically what I'm headed to now, is to go try and get some more stuff recorded. And I got another couple episodes of Diablo 2 recorded, so at the very least I've done what I would normally want to do this week. I haven't really caught up for all the weeks I've missed, but there's that. Waiting to hear back from Mom about going to market. And while doing that, I'm sort of exporting video, preparing for things, and gonna have some cake, because, I have cake. And so what I thought would be from talking to her earlier, like a 10, maybe 15 minute wait for her to get here so we can go shopping, has so far been like an hour and 10 minutes. I could have recorded another 2 episodes of Diablo 2. Great. I did manage to get, because I switched acts, I have to do some editing on each one of those, because it stops the recording when the cutscene starts and stops the recording when the cutscene ends, because it's basically a different it's running the software differently during each of those modes. So I have to like re-record and then stitch them all together. So I got that edited, and now I'm converting the other couple files. So I'm accomplishing something. Like what it's doing right now, I could do while I was gone. At this point, I figure she has to almost be here. I thought she would have had to be here about an hour ago, so certainly she'll be here soon. So we're getting food for going out to the lake house. Starting at Aldi. We're only through the first aisle. We're planning for like a 2 to 4 day trip, and she's already filled her cart more up than I do for a week. I think you buy too much food. I really have no concept for how to bag this much food. I feel like you've made some sort of terrible mistake. I mean, I know there's 5 of us, but my mom's insatiable. We're now at Schnucks because she wants to get even more groceries. She has enough to feed everyone for probably 2 weeks. She's got to get more because she has to have exactly what people want. I mean, obviously there are things here that I'm going to pick out and are going to be nice because especially here are luxuries that I don't normally get. So I'll get some things, but it's completely unnecessary. She managed to fill a whole nother cart. I mean, it is just the few days, right?
A lot of the stuff, honey, will also be for home after that.
Okay. I'm like, it's just 5 of us, just a few days. It's fun to hang out with Mom for a little bit. Pick out a few things that I like while we're getting stuff. And I make fun of how much she gets, and she's always gotten way more food than I now get whenever I go shopping. It's just kind of what she's done. But I've definitely gotten used to my way and be like, this is more than what you absolutely need. But I'm home now. Alright, and I recorded 2 more episodes of Diablo 2. So I think that's like a total of 5 for today. That'll have to be good enough. I might try and edit a vlog. That'd obviously be ideal. I'll be leaving relatively early tomorrow. I'll be falling a few days behind, so obviously if I can not be behind right now, I'd be the best. But I mean, I either caught up or just about caught up, depending on if I get that done today before leaving, so. Otherwise, it's starting to get late. I don't know. But I had fun, time with family, and did manage to record 5 episodes of Diablo. Now, admittedly, like, I don't have Skyrim between any of this. Like, I'm just pushing forward with this game. And if I can do so, if I can continue to do so, before running into the spot where I run out of Skyrim, which I have a little more than a month. Maybe 2 months? Maybe 2 months. I think 2 months. So if I can do that, then I'd like to just finish the game, get it done, and then get back into Skyrim. Just so that, I have one of my things very far ahead. And the idea was to go to, a video of each every week. But if I have to have it where, for like, there's a month where I skip a week or 2 of Skyrim, and I just do every other week has Skyrim, and every week has Diablo, I can do that. There's no promises with how things are released on this, so I can do that if needed. But, yeah, just kind of figuring things out and trying to push ahead is obviously ideal. And you know what, as I've missed quite a few weeks, the fact that I recorded enough today that basically is like as if 2.5 weeks goal would be met. It didn't catch me up, but helped. And so I did manage to get a vlog edited. But rather than worry about getting it exported right now, I figure I'll just do that tomorrow morning. Like, go to bed now, I'll have time to do that, no problem. And then I'll be probably a day or two without one anyways. And then how long I actually stay out there, so yeah. I got that. But yeah, head to bed. Tomorrow's Monday, but don't gotta get to go into work. Got the day off. It's exciting. Be heading out on a little trip with family. Should be fun. You're invited too, of course. So like always, thanks for watching and join me as my journey continues.